What's up YouTube? In today's video we're going to be taking a look at Teddy Santis' final installment of Season 3 with this 990 V6 and this Sulfur and Evergreen colorway. Teddy Santis and New Balance just dropped a 3-pack of a 996, a 990 V6, and a 990 V4. I have with me today the 990 V6. In my opinion, this was the second best of the 3-pack. I personally think the 990 V4 with the white leather is better, but I decided to go with the 990 V6 just because of how much I've been wearing my V6s recently and how much the V6 has really grown on me. As far as the midsole of the shoe, we have a nice white and gray color pattern, which is kind of different from what Teddy Santis usually puts on his 990s when he does this Made in USA collection. There's no cream, which I think is very refreshing. Looking at the toe box of the shoe, we have a nice cream webbing that goes throughout the shoe, paired alongside with the suede and mesh in that sulfur colorway. Taking a look of the actual end of the shoe, it's in this dark evergreen colorway, and when the 3M gets reflected by light, it becomes more of a metallic green, which I think is very nice. Taking a look at the back of the shoe, we can see that it is installed with end cap and has Made in USA branding. The inside of the shoe is very similar to the outside of the shoe, but we can see more of this gray on the inside that features the end cap. Looking down at the shoe, we can see this New Balance logo on this yellow 3M reflective material and the mesh that goes up about halfway to the tongue, and then it gets a very nice light yellow, and then you can see that dark green 990 V6 New Balance branding. It was actually extremely hard to pick whether I wanted the V6 or the V4. I obviously ended up getting the V6. The only reason I wanted the V4 is because of that leather. I love New Balances because of the suede, but when you put a nice aged leather on one, I think it just adds such a nice, beautiful touch to it. I hope to someday grab a pair of those V4s, hopefully in the near future, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. For the 990 V6, I usually say go true to size or half size down. Every 990 V6 that I've had, I've gone true to size, which is my men's size 10. But for this pair, I decided to go half size down and get a 9.5. And I will admit that these fit absolutely perfect compared to the size 10s that I have. When you talk about the comfort of the V6, I think you can argue that the V6 is one of the most comfortable shoes you can buy right now. I personally think it's the most comfortable shoe I've ever worn. And I don't think you can buy a better, more comfortable, better looking sneaker. The 990 V6 really has it all. The reason I chose the V6 over the V4 is because, like I said earlier, I'm really loving the V6. Not only because of the comfort, but also because of the sporty aesthetic vibe to it. It fits into with my wardrobe, which is where I wear a lot of sporty clothes, a lot of sports jerseys, things like that. So it just fits very well into that aesthetic. To me, the V6 is getting a lot more attractive because they keep putting out new colorways and giving it new vibes. It's just very interesting to see how the V6 looks with different colors. Now, I say all the time, the Baklavas and the Lapis Lazuli V6s are my absolute favorite shoes of all time. And I think those shoes are part of the reason why I love the V6 so much. If I'm going to give this shoe a rating on a scale of 1 to 10 on looks, I'm going to give this shoe an 8.9. Just because it's a little on the simpler side. There's a lot of yellow. I guess if you throw in those green laces, you can kind of balance it out. But I think this is just a very simple but subtle 990 V6, and it would definitely look great in anyone's collection. So now let's lace these up and give you guys an on-foot look. Thank you guys for watching, and let me know in the comments which of the 3 shoes do you think was the best one and which one did you end up picking up.